Welcome back to Lighthouse Ministries, you guys. We have a quick video for you today, a quick prophetic word for you today. And the title of the prophetic word is You Can Believe in God's Promises. Okay? So it came to me last night and through a dream. And I could see this lady and she's very angry. And she's going around telling everybody that don't believe in God's promises. God do not keep his word. And I knew that was Satan. It is not of God that someone is speaking that type of blasphemy against God. So we just wanted to come on and share this prophetic word with you that you can keep your promises with God. God will always keep his word. He's not a man that he shall lie. So we do have a Bible verse about it. So we have a Bible verse that we're going to share with you guys at the end of the video. Stick around for that so you can meditate on it. But let's talk about the dream a little bit more. So the lady in the dream was the devil, or one of the devil's workers, okay? Now, she was speaking such blasphemy about God's promises, and she was convincing people not to believe in God and not to believe in his promises. But see, God moves by faith, okay? Faith moves God. So the minute that you start operating in doubt or unbelief, your promises are being held up, okay? So for example, if God says to you that I'm going to give you a new home, okay? And you start operating in doubt or unbelief because the devil is in your ear, it prolongs how long God is going to give you that home. Because there's certain things that God has to work on you for before he gives you the promise. It's like the waiting room, right? Have you ever been to the doctor and like they make you come and sign these papers and do all this stuff before you get seen by the doctor? And it's kind of like God. He wants you to get prepared. He wants to know that you're equipped and ready for the blessing so you don't blow it. So sometimes it takes longer than what we thought. Sometimes we just get angry in the waiting, and the weight becomes too heavy for us to bear because we're so angry and so agitated and so frustrated with the waiting and how long it's taking. So we ended up operating in unbelief, and that stops the faith train. See, God moves by faith, and as soon as you do that, you open your ear to the devil and you stop believing that the promises are going to come true. But we're here to tell you today that the promises are coming. It's coming. You just have to keep believing and keep waiting and keep seeking God. Stay focused on God, nothing else. Cancel the distractions in your mind. Cancel the attack of the enemy. Sometimes there's so much noise in our ear that God could be trying to tell you something right now today that can get you one step closer to the promise, but you can't hear him because you got too much noise in your ear. It's too many things going around you. There's too much stuff going on in your life. So it's best to cancel all that out and just focus directly on God. But we want to get into the testimony in just a second.
Our testimonies on God promises is that when he moved us to Dallas, we was in an uncomfortable place. Our apartment was getting shot up and it was just bad energy there and we just wanted to leave. But God kept his promise and he moved us to Dallas. But the thing is that we had to have the faith in him to move us because we didn't have the income. We didn't even see the money coming because we didn't have a job. We had nothing going on. So we had to be like, God, how are we going to do this without saving up money or having a job to get these things done? But he said, believe in me and have faith in me and I will get you there. Yeah. And at the end of the day, he got us there because we had the faith in him that he will get us here.
Yeah, so we had to believe that God was going to move us. We had to believe that God was going to keep his word with us. And he told us to stay still and wait. Mm-hmm. And sometimes staying still and waiting is the hardest thing to do because you don't see any traction. You don't see any movement. But it was a blessing whenever we actually stepped foot in that new city. So we just want to encourage you, if there's anyone out here that's hearing us today, to just stick with God's promises. It's an amazing thing. When God makes you a promise or give you a vision, you know it's going to come true. No matter what it is. And I learned one thing I want to share before I get into the Bible verse. The bigger the promise, the longer the wait. Mm-hmm. Okay, so please don't think that God is going to make you a millionaire overnight. You know, I prayed to God a long time ago and I said, God, I need you to heal my marriage. And he gave me that promise that I'm going to heal your marriage. And it took almost 2 years to fully heal our marriage. And it's still things to this day that God is working on us with. So you can trust in God. I'm telling you, faith is amazing and it'll move mountains. And as long as you are deeply connected with God and your focus is on the right thing, God will move mountains for you and you can fulfill your promises. He will fulfill your promises. So really quickly before we go, we just pray that you're having a blessed day. We pray that this has blessed you. And if it have, leave a comment or leave a like or share the video with somebody that you can encourage with this. So Bible verse number 1, okay? It is Deuteronomy 31. It says, do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will never fail you or never abandon you, okay? So what that verse meant to us is that we can believe in him. He's already went ahead of us and got everything prepared for us. So if God promised us, he already went ahead of us and got it all together. He just wait on us to believe. So the last verse I have for you is in Psalms 145, verse 13, okay? It says, for your kingdom is everlasting. Kingdom, you rule throughout the generations. The Lord always keeps his promises. Okay? So meditate on those 2 verses if you're struggling with God promises and just understand that God will never lie to you. He's always with you.